See, no, I'm a minute behind. Good evening. I'd like to call this school board meeting for February 19th on this Wednesday. Call it to order. I would like to also recognize that Chair Adave has an excused absence, and Dan does too. He was going to sign in if he could. He's out on the job up on the mountain. So, all right, would you stand and say the pledge with me? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Fantastic. Where do we do any changes to the agenda? That does come next, right? I just don't see it. Okay. I'd like to propose the reading of the superintendent evaluation summary after the middle school report and just prior to the EPSI awards. Any objections? All right. Good?
Yep.
All right.
It's your meeting, Chair.
That's our meeting.
Okay. Are you ready for me?
I am ready. We
All
are
right.
ready for you.
All righty.
Please take it.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you and welcome to everybody in the audience. When we get to recognize our outstanding students, it's one of the highlights of our meeting, and I know the board members really appreciate that, and so we really appreciate your effort to come out tonight so we can honor our young people who are doing such a great job. Unfortunately, I have several changes to the agenda, so if you will follow along with me, please. The first thing I would like to do is I need to add number 8 to the agenda, and that will be Classified Employee Week, and I'll be presenting that. I was also going to propose to add the superintendent evaluation, and Chair Shaw asked to put that on the upper part of the agenda, so that's already taken care of. On the back, on number 6, on policy revisions, we made an error. We included all the policies, but if you recall last meeting, we actually tabled a bunch of them. So I need you to strike through policies AC, GBN/JBA 1 and 2, JBA/GBN 1, 2, and JFE. And if you will recall from our last meeting, these are all pending the new Title I regulations that we're waiting for. So we'll strike those off the agenda for the second reading today. And I believe that's all.
All right.
So thank you.
So if I look at this correctly, we have the elementary student report by Olivia Odell.
Hi, I'm Olivia Odell, and I'm going to be the board reporter for tonight. We had 3 6th graders participate on the middle school wrestling team. They represented our school well. They all placed at the district meet yesterday. 4th place, Dylan Deeks. 2nd place, Thatcher Johnson. 1st place in both the boys and girls bracket, Layla Andrews. We have 2 more weekends of Glide Rec basketball. The final weekend will include the championship tournaments. We wish our Bobcat athletes good luck. 6 elementary school staff members attended RCA in January, and they're excited to share what they learned with their teaching partners and students. Future chef contestants have been selected for the cooking competition scheduled for next month. We have 15 students in 3rd through 5th grade submit recipes to compete in the competition. The following students were selected and will cook their recipe on March 14th. The recipes will be judged on plate, presentation, taste, originality, ease of preparation, healthy attributes, kid appeal, student chef presentation to judges by a panel of judges. Third grade, Rose Broughton, pesto pasta, and Elia Ellis, 2 for 1. Fourth grade, Alice Kircher, simple beef stroganoff, and Taylor Bierman, green chili chicken enchiladas. Fifth grade, Owen Lee Damis, Mary Me Chicken, and Lauren Groth, easy jambalaya. Thank you to our maintenance team for installing our new reader board. The board looks great, and it is an amazing addition to our campus. It is a great way to help us keep our families informed. I encourage you to take a drive around Glide Loop and check it out. We would like to invite each of you to the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade spaghetti dinner and auction. This is a fun annual event that supports many activities such as Kids in the Kitchen, field trips, playground equipment, classroom projects, and more. We look forward to everyone coming together as a community to support our students. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Olivia. And just to make sure you all heard that, there's a spaghetti feed fundraiser auction tomorrow night. Thank you again, Olivia. We have a middle high school report today by Lincoln Adams and Noah Eichenbusch. Love your shirt.
Thank you.
Fantastic, see?
Good evening, board members. I'm Lincoln Adams. I'm excited to share some of the things going on at the middle school. The Glide middle school wrestling and girls basketball seasons are coming to an end. The girls basketball team has just a few games left, mostly for the B team, including a game tomorrow at home against Yoncalla. The wrestling team competed in the district championships yesterday, and all 10 athletes finished 4th or better, with 4 taking first place. Congratulations to Layla Andrews, who took first place in both the girls and boys brackets. Quinda Vogue, Spencer Saar, and Anthony Storns were all Little Fur League district champions too. Some of the wrestlers will continue on to the Southern Regional Qualifier on March 8th. For the rest of us, middle school spring sports will begin at the end of March. Last week, our leadership team organized Spirit Week and a Valentine's Week bingo competition between houses. It was a great week of bingo, with the house of 7th grade Revere taking home the honor of calling themselves bingo champions. We also sold candygrams last week as a fundraiser. We are using the funds to help support more middle school activities. Our next dance will be held on Wednesday, March 5th, and the theme is Winter Wonderland. Dance committee member Adley Skinner reports the decorations have been ordered and snowflakes are being made. We are currently creating a big entrance archway and planning the menu. In combination with our dance week, the committee will be hosting a door decorating contest with the theme Up to Snow Good. The winning door will receive a hot chocolate party. Finally, our first edition of the Junior Wildcats Time was recently published. This may be the first middle school student newspaper in a long time. Shout out to editor Maddie Thingvall and all the reporters for putting this together. I have a copy for each of you to enjoy.
Thank you, Lincoln. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for letting me share what's been going on at GMS. And like Mrs. Metz says, go Wildcats!
Hi, I'm Noah Eichenbusch, a senior at Glide High School, and I'm here to do the high school report. Winter sports are wrapping up at the high school. The basketball teams will host Sutherland this Friday night for senior night, where we will honor our basketball, cheer, pep band, and reveal our mascot. The boys wrestling team is preparing for the district championships in Coquille this Saturday, hoping to qualify for next week's state tournament. I've been told there's a lot of good competitors and contenders from our school, so I'm looking forward to hearing results from that. The cheer team continues to root for our basketball teams, but finished their competition season taking third place in last Saturday's state championships. We'd like to extend congratulations to Bailey Atkin, Mackenzie Deming, Bailey Foster, Peyton Garrison Corchero, Haley Lewis, Gracelyn Schartz, Grace Shoptaw, Sydney Sprague, Coach Schartz, and Coach Gomes. Finally, for our athletics, spring sports practices start March 3rd, so they're coming up. Excited about that. Last week, student leadership organized a spirit week, and we capped off the week with the Sadie Hawkins dance. That was held at the North Umpqua Bible Fellowship, and we all had a great time. Thank you to the church for partnering with us and letting us use their facilities. It was very kind of them. I also wanted to give a shout out to NUBF and the Glide Baptist Church. Did you know that they actually provide lunch and snacks for our student athletes on the longest road contest of the season? That was awesome going to Lakeview last year. That is a lot of work for all their volunteers, and we really appreciate it. FFA week is happening this week. Our chapter has planned a spirit week in addition to the activities they have planned for the week. Today, the chapter made breakfast for all the staff. Tomorrow is Ag Outreach Day, where GES second graders will come to the high school to experience a few things, including a petting zoo and an ice cream station. Friday, the chapter will be processing firewood with Helping Hands as a community service project. I was also told there was a milk chugging contest in Mr. Garza's room during lunch, hosted by the FFA. Our leadership team has started a birthday celebration wall for both middle and high school students. Student birthday cards are displayed for the month, and at the end of the month, students can turn their card in for a gift card drawing to our local businesses. Students at the middle and high school both have a chance to win Glide Swag this month by working with their success teacher to complete the weekly Good Grades card. I actually have one in my pocket right now. Students who are passing all their classes can turn the card in for a chance to win some swag made by the digital media class. We look forward to a busy and exciting spring. Go Wildcats. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Noah. It's always great to hear from these reports. For a cheer team, yeah. That's, yes, especially for, that has not been around that long, wasn't it curtailed like over COVID and stuff? And yeah, and to get third place like that, it's awesome. Well, no. Remember, I moved something. So I don't want to dredge up old stuff, but I'm gonna, to a little degree, is that we had some superintendent issues in recent years. And one thing I kind of like being told is you can't do it. Can't is a nasty word. So I hope for all of you out there, but especially the kids, figure a workaround. Can't should not be in your vocabulary unless it's on your spelling test. And it might be cannot instead of can't. We knew we were going to be challenged, and lo and behold, when you have a positive attitude, things come together. And we got, in my opinion, very lucky to have come into a good timing with Mr. Freeman, his availability. And I can't say it's all been roses, but if it was, we'd be in trouble. So we're still learning from each other, but I have a board prepared superintendent evaluation summary that I'd like to read. The Board of Directors of the Glide School District has completed the annual evaluation of Superintendent Robert Freeman for the 23-24 school year. All 5 school members have served on the board during this past school year and have been able to observe and be part of the success achieved this year. The evaluation focused on 8 professional standards and sought feedback from staff, Superintendent Freeman, community members, and the board in conducting the evaluation. The board of directors determined that Superintendent Freeman's performance, was effective in the standards of ethics and professional norms, culturally responsive and structural leadership and improvement, communication and community relationship, effective organizational management, financial management and policy, governance, advocacy. Superintendent Freeman was noted as accomplished in visionary district leadership and inclusive district culture. He didn't follow all that. In other words, he got a great grade in all of those. The board of directors noted that Superintendent Freeman has done an exemplary job in leading the effort on updating the district's policies and procedures. Some of them haven't been looked at since 1991. Creating a strategic plan for the district, which we've not had before. Being present at school events. Anybody see this guy wandering around? Nice show of hands, thank you. And in the community, and contributed to a welcome and supportive culture for the students, families, teachers, and the community. The board of directors will be working with Superintendent Freeman in developing an evaluation based upon the school district strategic plan and looks forward to working together to continue the success of our district. Thank you, Superintendent Freeman. Now, before I let you off the hook, Board Member Quimby, would you have any additions that you'd like to add? It's too late for subtractions. He had his shot.
No, I think Superintendent Freeman has done a really good job of, as far as keeping this school and getting it together, and really it's been fairly, I would say fairly easy. Our job has been for the last, 6 to 8 months after he's taken good charge and made my job a lot easier. I really probably should do more than I do, but I don't worry as much. No, you've done an excellent job, Robert.
Great. Yes, I would just add, I have had the privilege of reading all of and compiling all of the information, and really want to stress again the overwhelming feedback, Robert, was how present you are for teachers, for the community, for students, and being there in a positive, proactive, trying to problem solve issues that are coming up, knowing sometimes there aren't great answers, but at least hearing those and try to create a strategy for building both that community as well as really over and over, I heard a welcoming environment for students, teachers, and the community. I can just say, being in the community and at events, I have multiple, people that I know, students, all talking about that this has felt like a huge change in culture over the last year, and just really appreciate it. And I think the strategic plan, I'm hoping, will be the foundation then that we will build for this. We're building upon this coming year, and for those of you and parents in the community that haven't had a chance to look at it, please look at it. It's really the foundation of what we hope to build for the Glide School District and what we're holding Superintendent Freeman and ourselves accountable for. So just really appreciate that and appreciate all you've done.
Agreed. And we look forward to working with you past today. And, we've been through some things, and we have learned from each other, and I hope that we continue to learn from each other. We are not taking this as you're super great and now we can cruise. It's a constant, this is a live document, really, and we need to continue to making each other better, so the district is better. So really appreciate all your efforts. I will tell you, this is my second evaluation that I've gone through, and though we had a more, what do you want to call it, institutional part, we reached out to the community, to teachers, to staff. We tried to get an all-around picture of this guy, and we got a really good one, and we appreciate your efforts. Okay. How about the FC awards? Well, let's talk about where we're really here, yeah.
All right, thank you all for coming tonight, and I know that this is definitely, just so that you know, we've had some, okay. Okay, because there's a lot of bugs going around, and we are definitely going to be advocating and, what's the word? Modeling the behavior that we want. We've had a couple of staff that have had this bug, and I know, so if your kids are comfortable shaking hands, and if you want to do an elbow or a fist bump, whatever you're comfortable with, so that we're all not sharing these nasty germs going around. Yes. So as a reminder, so we'll go through the awards, you'll come up and get them, and then come around. And then after we're completed with all of them, we will take a short pause. You'll come up and get t-shirts. Please get the size that you think is going to fit your student, and please come up with them to help make sure that that does happen. Okay, so we're going to start with the high school, and for 12th grade, it is Brady Greer, and I don't see Brady. I'm guessing he's at basketball practice. Yep. All right, I am going to read about Brady. Brady is an amazing young man who has shown tremendous growth and is now one of the highest achieving seniors at Glide High School. He strives to always turn in assignments of high quality and has received a 4.0 as a senior. He is a varsity basketball player who shows leadership on and off the court. He is a joy to have in class. He participates in class discussions and listens to other students respectfully. He is one of those students who makes me happy to work in the school system. I also add he's a really incredible athlete and has spiked the volleyball at me more than once. So please show your appreciation for Brady, who couldn't be here tonight. For 11th grade, we have Rebecca, Gigi, I'm going to say it wrong. Is it Gigi? Rebecca, I am so sorry. Say it for me. Guille? Okay. We all got it wrong. Rebecca works incredibly hard at any task she is given. She strives for greatness and does not accept subpar results. It is rare to find a student who is here to try their best, work hard, and not just put in the bare minimum. Rebecca will be successful because of this fact and is an excellent representative of what a hard-working Wildcat looks like. Congratulations, Rebecca. For 10th grade, we have Ronan Bowling. Okay. Ronan became a Wildcat midway through his 7th grade in middle school. He has created a good friendship group, is kind, respectful, and leads by example. He has been an active member of the band. He quietly works hard and strives to complete quality work. Most importantly, Ronan is a pleasure to have in class. Congratulations, Ronan. All right, for 9th grade, Arlene Campbell. We're striking out with the high school students. Okay. Arlene is a dedicated and conscientious student who always puts in her best effort. She's not only hardworking, but also kind and considerate towards her classmates, always willing to lend a helping hand. I truly appreciate her positive attitude in class as it creates an uplifting and encouraging environment for everyone. Congratulations, Arlene. All right, for middle school, for 8th grade, Maddox Key. Maddox is a hardworking and responsible student. They're all doing their homework. He comes to class prepared and is ready to learn. He works diligently to accomplish his assignments during the allotted time in class, and if he is unable to finish during class, he finishes them outside of class. Way to go, Maddox. For 7th grade, Jackson Parks. Okay. Jackson is always sharing his inspiration with teachers and his friends. He is very interested in learning on how things are made and how they work. His curiosity is technical and his creativity is inspiring. On top of that, he is super helpful. He is a cool guy with a great temperament and a great outlook. Congratulations, Jackson. All right, for 6th grade, Camden Gonzalez. Yay, Camden! All right. Camden is a hardworking 6th grader. He is polite and respectful of his teacher and his peers, and most importantly, you can count on him for any task that needs to be done, including showing up tonight. Great job earning the 6th grade SB Award for February. Great job, Camden. All right, for 5th grade, Maverick Gomez. Consistency, that is what Maverick demonstrates every day in class. Consistency. Maverick is a level-headed and determined. He gives an honest and full effort to each and every task that is assigned, regardless of the subject matter. He is 1 in a million. Congratulations, Maverick. For 4th grade, Lucas Houston. Yay! Lucas makes an effort every day to follow the rules in class. He strives to do his best job. Lucas makes every day his best possible day. He wants what is best for himself and the class. Lucas is definitely SB material, and we are happy to have him as a Bobcat. Way to go, Lucas. All right, for 3rd grade, we have Raylyn Koch. Raylyn is a very hardworking student who is always on task and looking to improve and help others. Raylyn is kind to all her classmates and respectful to all her teachers. She is a joy to have in the classroom. Great job, Raylyn. All right, for 2nd grade, Letty Rich. Letty has shown exceptional work and attitude this year in our class. She is a hardworking go-getter who has truly stood out as a fabulous student. Her resiliency and commitment are truly inspiring, and I'm excited to see all the great things she will accomplish. Go, Letty. Nice job. All right, for 1st grade, Finley Miller. Finley is an eager learner who listens, follows directions, and works hard. She enjoys math, reading, and writing, and is doing very well in these subjects. Finley treats others with respect and consideration, and is a leader in the classroom. Way to go, Finley. For kindergarten, Madeline Kruger. Oh, and a sparkly dress. Madeline is a positive, kind, and determined student. She is a friend to everyone in her class, and each day she continues to grow in her learning and academics with an excited and determined attitude. She is creative and so much fun. I cannot wait to see where the rest of this year takes her. Congratulations, Madeline. So cute.
Are we ready to continue? Anybody not ready to continue? Continue we will. Next up, number 1, Budget Committee candidates. I see they're all lined up and ready to go. Yeah. Thank you. We can't do it without them, so, yeah. Well, I guess we can try that next time, is just block the door and say, until we get 2 people to sign up, nobody leaves. So, I'm not sure that strong arm tactic will work. Okay, that kind of like handing out Epsi awards. Number 2, approval of the consent agenda minutes, the regular meeting from January 15th, the executive session January 15th, financial report in January, request for fundraisers, to apply for fundraisers, a gift for the district, and resignation/retirements. I will accept or entertain, I guess, is a word for it, for a motion.
Okay, I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor, or what, no, discussion?
Yeah, I just want
Almost
to
got me.
I'm gonna call out the donation, and
Oh, the gift?
find it.
It's towards the back of your packet.
Because I know I saw it on mine. On my
Mr.
phone.
Dallenberg?
Ah, there it is. Yes, so Valley Drugs, just wanted to thank them for donating $1,500 for donating for the annual science trip to Seattle. And also, well, it's not in here, I was gonna include it at my report, but also at the last basketball game, they auctioned off Kristen's cake. Oh, it went for 1,500?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's it. Perfect. That was amazing. And that was incredible. And that was the same recipe that Kristen made for us. So I wanted that cake, but yeah, that was amazing.
Carrie, thanks for the good, nice letter for a response. And if you don't know, Valley Drugs is in Winston, not even in a district, so that's pretty darn sweet. Thanks for
It's a
bringing that
Douglas-
up, Janet.
Yeah, it was a Douglas basketball game and they were auctioning it off and they went up higher than, like, that was just amazing.
Were we playing Douglas at the time?
Yes.
Did we let them win because of this? Okay. Is that, I mean, was
Our
this
girls
our,
won that night.
did we lose it? It was a consolation prize? Okay. All right, any further discussion? All right, all in favor? Passes unanimously. Motion passes, I guess I'm supposed to do that. Need to get FFA over here and get some Parley Pro chips. Number 3, 24, what? Oh, public participation. It was down there. I thought, read it as a footer. So do we have any yellow cards?
I missed that too.
Would one of you go out and write a yellow card? I mean, it's just been a while. All right, seeing none, we will pass that. Moving on to number 3, like I was going to anyway. Gee whiz. 24-25 board budget calendar revision. Carolyn's not here, is.
Yep, so I get to
you
pinch hit on
prefer?
that.
Okay.
Sorry, get the B team. So we actually have 2 calendar things to present to you. The first one is a revision of this year's budget calendar that you had already adopted. If you recall, last year, we had a couple members ask to extend the time period between the first meeting and then the second meeting. And you had directed Jan to reach out to members to ask what their preference. She got 2 responses. One person didn't care either way, and the other person asked to extend it like we did last year. So our proposal to you tonight is to amend the calendar that you had adopted by moving the second meeting date and the third meeting date from May 5th and 6th to May 12th and 13th. So that adds another week for people to review the budget document. So you'll need a motion on that and then discussion.
Okay, I can do this one.
Okay,
I move to revise the 2024, 2025 District Board Budget Calendar as presented.
I'll second it.
thank you. Any more discussion?
Was Carolyn in support
Yeah.
of this? Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Hearing nothing further, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes unanimously.
Okay, well, that should make number 4 easy. Then now in front of you is the adoption of the 25-26 budget calendar. And with that same recommendation of the 2 weeks in between. So the first meeting would be on April 27th, and the second and third meetings, if necessary, would be on the 11th and 12th. And that's for adoption.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
I move to adopt the 2025-26 Board Budget Calendar as presented.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Sounds good to me. Anybody? All in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Number 5, Superintendent Freeman.
Yeah.
School
So-
closure.
Yep.
Kids
so,
rejoice.
As you recall, we had a power outage issue, and we tried to do a delay, and then when we decided to go all day, because the information we had, the power wasn't going to come on till early to mid-afternoon. About 20 minutes after we made that call, the power came on. But with the information we had at hand, we decided to close that entire day. That was a contracted day. As a board, you have a right to add a makeup day, or you have the right to cancel that day. But that does take board action either way. A little bit of information. Last year, we did have a inclement weather day that we closed, and the board decided last year to not make that single day up. This year, same thing, we have one day. I would advocate that we not make that day up. We have a lot of staff that work endlessly and tirelessly, well beyond their contracted day. This would be a nice gesture to our staff to say thank you for that effort. We are well within our statute mandated seat hours for students, so it would not impact that. Had it been more than one day, or in the future, if we have a snowmageddon that comes in and we have multiple days gone, I would have a different recommendation, but because it's one day, we're within our hours. That would be my recommendation, but it does take board action to go one way or another. So your decision would be either to cancel that day and not make that day up, or make that day up. That's the easiest way to do it. If you decide not to make that day up, then people got paid for that day. If you decide to make that day up, they would be scheduled for one of our makeup days that we already have built into our calendar.
Discussion?
I can make a motion. I move that we not make up that extra day.
No, I'll second that.
Okay, now, discussion.
Yeah, I would just, I mean, in terms of support, Robert, I agree. And there were other parts of, like, other parts did not get the power back as quickly as
That's
I did.
correct, yeah.
And, because we were one. And so I think that just based upon that, and like you're saying, the work that the teachers are doing right now, it just,
Yes, in one day, I'm not gonna, and mostly, when you're set for a delay, it's really not a day off anyway. You know, it's because everybody waits. And even if you did want to go, as late as the power come on, it would have been hard to get the buses out and actually it made it. So, but I don't see, you know, a one-day deal getting made up on a delay that extends because everybody's sitting there waiting anyway. Just like going to work, maybe worse.
When we were kids, did the school board have to make that decision too?
Yeah, that's
Man.
a contracted issue, so
I might have not liked them as much when they made us make it up. But like, yeah, you know, it's,
I never asked the school board if I could skip school or not, Tim.
I didn't know a school board existed. I only knew about the superintendent. And he knew about me. That's another story. Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor of not making it up and Superintendent Freeman's recommendation, say aye. 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 Passes unanimously.
excellent. I just want to add, so thank you for that on behalf of the entire staff. That's not not all districts think that way, and I think that it's really special when we have a board that recognizes the effort of our staff, that it's really important to make sure we memorialize that. So I will send out an announcement to all of our staff tomorrow indicating that the board made that decision. So thank you very much.
Does anybody here want to piss off all the staff and the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, not me. Not if I can avoid it. Okay. Thank you for putting that together and for your, you guys made a solid decision. You worked with what you had. Totally agree. Number 6, policy revisions, second reading and adoption.
I don't know, because we still knocked some of these out earlier, so did we get those? Because I'm not going to read this, because I don't have all the.
So we did remove the ones that Mr. Felix spoke about. When that leaves,
You could make a motion as presented
Yes,
for second reading.
I move to adopt the revised policies as presented.
I second that.
Okay. As far as discussion goes, would you please state the ones that we're striking?
Again?
Again,
Yes,
please.
Okay, you got
I'm
it.
sure I got all of them.
Yep,
That was
so it's policies AC,
Okay, that's the first one.
GBN/JBA,
Wait a minute.
see, we didn't have that one. That's where I got,
On our list, it just says GBN.
and then
Okay,
we got
sorry. So one is a
JBA
student and one
and
is a
GBN.
staff. Yeah, so
okay.
that's where, okay, so it's GBN, cross that one off.
Okay,
Then JBA, cross that one off.
JBA.
Yep,
I don't,
Yeah,
it's down towards the bottom there.
yeah, it's in alphabetical order, Tim.
And then JFE.
I went to Glide. I got this. There is, oh, there's JBA, okay. After JBA, is there more?
JFE was the last one.
JFE, I've got that one too.
So it sounded like a bunch of them, but really it was,
Yes,
There's 4 of
yeah,
them.
yes, okay. That
Okay.
was, I got slowed up when you did the
I
slide.
see that now. I should have
Yes.
presented that a little
And I'm
differently.
looking for that one, and I'm like, and he went on.
Okay.
Anyway, those are the, I understand.
Any further discussion about the ones that are still on the table?
No,
Okay. All right. All in favor of motion as
Aye.
it's stated? Aye. We're going to accept the ones that were not scratched. Yes? We're all good? All right. Number 7, annual renewal of contracts for the 25-26 school year.
Yep, so in front of you is, in their packet, are a list of annual renewals This by statute, this is something that occurs every year. And you will see in your packet, list of probationary administrator renewal, contract administrator extension, probationary teacher renewals, 2-year teacher contract extensions. And that's it. And so I ask that you approve those recommendations.
So can I just?
You want to
well,
make a
that's
motion and then
yeah,
we'll
sure. We'd like to
discuss
make a
away?
motion. I move to approve the annual reviews of the 2025 contracts as presented.
Okay,
I'll second that.
thank you, John. Please, let's discuss this.
Mostly, I noticed that in terms of the recognition retirements, so does that mean like Mr. Mooney is really going?
Yeah, so that, you approved that in your consent agenda already, but yes, the Moonies have decided that this will be their last year.
Okay.
And we'll do our best to honor what they have given to the Glide School.
Okay.
For the extension of the teacher contracts, Superintendent Freeman, could I ask, is that that list generated because it's just a list, or did you speak to their supervisor?
Yeah, no, that's, I work with the principals. At the beginning of the year, we talk about teachers that, probationary teachers that are struggling or need extra help. We actually had a couple identified this year, but I'm very proud to say with the efforts of our principals and the support that we've given our teachers, both of them feel very confident in the recommendations that you see in front of you. And just for a little bit more detail, the list in front of you is probationary teachers to first year to second year, and then probationary teachers second year to third year, and then probationary teachers third year to contract. It's that after that third year of serving their probation, they go to contract status. And then as a contract teacher, we renew teachers every other year. And so the recommendation of contract teachers are teachers who are in that cycle, who are now going to get a new 2-year contract. That close, Tracy? Good. Okay.
I hope this doesn't sound like a dumb question, but I hear if the dumb questions when you don't ask.
Yeah.
So is there a list, have you ever produced a list of people that don't want to?
So it's, okay, well, so that's a little bit in the weeds, but I'll try to do it politically correct. Typically, if we have a teacher who's struggling in probation and we decide that we're not going to renew them, we work through Jennifer and the association and give them the opportunity to resign. And so typically you would see a resignation of a teacher if we were not going to renew them. A resignation is much less impactful than a non-renewal. And so it's really in the teachers and the district's best interest to have a teacher resign instead of being non-renewed. So again, I'm happy to say we don't have a teacher that's in that position. But if we did, you would probably see a resignation, not a non-renewal.
Okay, thank you for that education.
That is not
Because
a
I
dumb
just want to
question.
know how this
That's
works.
a great question, actually.
Last time I did this, I feel I got burned, so I'm skittish. But I'm glad I really appreciate what you said. It makes me feel much more comfortable, much more happy about this team that we have here.
So can I just clarify then for the temporary contracts is expiring? That would just expire and then that.
Sorry, say your question again.
So you have one listed as temporary that's expiring at the end of 2024, 2025 school year?
Are you on teacher or administrator?
I'm
that is a temporary contract that is expiring at the end of the year. And when we get to the end of the year, we'll decide what we're going to do with that person, if we're going to repost that position or not.
Okay,
Sorry. Just seeing if you're awake or not.
okay.
So we hired her as a temporary employee through the end of this year.
So theoretically, then that is saying is that that contract expires the way it is currently, should there not be
Correct.
there'll have to be another recommendation for renewal.
Yes.
Okay.
John, you got anything for us, for the
No,
group on this?
I'm over here just perfectly happy, listening along.
He doesn't even have earbuds in, okay.
No, I just got my hearing tested.
All right. What? No.
Huh?
Is there any other discussion on this topic? Okay. Seeing none, let's see, how was this worded? I don't remember where that.
So,
Move to approve the annual renewal of the 25-26 contracts as presented. Are we in favor in that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous. Oh, by the way, we do have a quorum. So, close. But we're there. All right. So,
Thank you.
thank you, and thank you, principals, for your team out there. Good deal. Number 8, classified employee week.
Yeah, well, Jan helped us remember that we aren't going to have a board meeting before classified employee week. So we wanted to make sure we got this on the agenda tonight and just recognize our classified employee staff. They're an amazing group of people, and I often say that we could not do well, I know we can't do our business without them. They're an integral piece to what we do. Classified employees have an association just like the licensed group, and I'll get to that in a little bit on my superintendent report, but they often do the tasks that is not desired by a lot of people, and so they're an amazing group of people. We appreciate them a ton. If you get a chance to go on a tour with me, I will point out to you our classified staff and the things that they're doing. Often they are on recess, they help support our behavior needs, they support our students that are struggling in class, and they're the ones that really have that one-on-one impact with kids. They also ensure the operation of our organization, so they're our office staff, and we just really appreciate what they do. Our bus drivers are included in that group, our custodians, our maintenance people, the groups of people that really keep our organization moving. So we will do our best to honor them during the week of March 3rd through the 7th. But I wanted to publicly recognize them in this meeting because our next board meeting will be after classified week. So thank you, classified staff, for everything you do.
So what kind of, yeah, what kind of, I mean, is there an activity or something like that that we could show up for or not?
So in the buildings, they do their own. My understanding from last year is this district, from the district office, they really like cake. So we make sure that each building has a cake. But each building actually goes above and beyond to recognize their staff. And I guess you guys could answer Janet's question. Is there an opportunity for a board member to help support that?
Okay. I guess I just would say I would like on us as a board to send a card and maybe we could all contribute to a cake or something, just to show appreciation, because I think that is important as well, that they know that we appreciate them too. So,
How about we get 2 cards, one for each building, and we have board members sign that, and when we deliver the cake, it'll be on behalf of the district office and the board of directors.
sure.
Again, I probably should know the numbers, but I don't. What is our classified staff? What kind of numbers are we
Killing me, Mr. Shaw.
talking about? I'm sorry, what? About 50, okay. Thank you. Just helps for planning.
Yeah, I know, I mean, one time, so in the March meeting, is it possible that we do some sort of an announcement then as well, or some, have, maybe if there's a group of staff that we could come forward and recognize, or something like that? I don't know. Is it hard for you to want to come?
You know I'm all
Tracy's like,
about
"Oh."
recognition, so
I
I would
know.
love to do that, yeah.
I mean,
How about we have a leadership team tomorrow,
Okay.
meeting tomorrow. How about we put that on the agenda and we talk about how we could do that?
so here would be the cool thing. We do it for the kids, can't we do it for them? Give
Yes.
them all a certificate and have them come and, shake hands. I would love something like that. I mean, and I'll just say sometimes it is very small gestures and but I just want to show appreciation and recognition, and if they want to come, and if they don't, if they all were like, yeah, no, we're never going to show up, that's fine. But I'm also thinking that we have a lot of parents here, and for them to also, be able to say thank you.
So let's brainstorm that. I'd love that idea. We could do it on a voluntary basis. We have people that work really early in the morning that may not want us to come late at night, but I think that would be great. Even if it's just a little blurb and say their name and maybe not wait for all of them to go around, but we can kind of do it fast paced.
Exactly.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, at least to read their names and say thank you.
I
That
love
was
that.
what I was thinking. We could do that, at least to, if they don't want to show up and, get a certificate like the kids, but, yeah.
Okay.
It means-
Well, I
mean,
think
I
if
would
they
just-
get cake, they'll show up.
I know, well, I was gonna say, well, maybe we could have cake here or something.
Yeah,
I just know it means a lot, and when, I mean, personally, for the staff that, worked with my kids when they were in school, it made all the difference in the world,
Correct.
you know?
I just think that's a great idea. So we'll work on that, the logistics, and try hard to make that happen.
great idea, Janet, thank you. Okay, anything more on, okay, that's number 8. Number 9 was moved forward. On to reports. Superintendent Freeman, please.
Excuse me. So I love that we have student reporters, but they often steal my thunder, which is great, because really you need to hear it from them instead of me anyway. So I do appreciate the efforts that our principals do to help support their students' reports. I do want to let you know that 2 things. One, both the Classified and the Licensed Association have notified the district of their intent to bargain this year. And so that is going to start ramping up pretty quick. If I recall, at one of the previous meetings, is that Dan and Janet had volunteered to be part of that committee.
I think actually Dan can't.
It could do the license. Yeah, but we'll need that. So, yeah, so maybe that won't work.
He just said with me that might be a perceived conflict. and
It
so
would be
that
with the
it would
classified
be-
staff.
Yeah. It would be a conflict for classified.
So we'll need a second person for that then. And then the second announcement is that our engineers are going to get started working on our facilities assessment very soon. And I recall John and Tim volunteering to be on that, and so I will let you know when those meetings are going to happen. That's all I have for you. I do want a personal thank you. All three of you filled my bucket up overflowing today, so thank you for all the nice comments. It's greatly appreciated.
You deserve it,
Thank you.
because we're kind of straight shooters, calls them as we sees them, so. Thanks for making it easy. I know Carolyn's out sick. I hope she gets over it quickly. Is there any financial report that you're aware of?
I believe we have money in our account.
Yeah. But-
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Those two keep submitting
Oh, that's
bills,
right.
so
It was on the
hopefully
back.
we have money to pay for them.
Backside of that,
Condensed it in one page, and then she always likes to let the board know that if you have questions, to send her an email.
simply put, it's in the positive. That's fantastic. So look like we're cruising right along and no giant issues. So please pass on to Carolyn. We appreciate her great work in taking care of that. Well, it's sad to say we're getting towards the end of the meeting, and it's now time for individual board member.
Well, I'll have a short report because I
Okay,
like the end of the meeting. I will remind you that in May, I will be gone. I will not be here during the May meeting, and we'll leave somewhere fairly early in May, so I won't be at the budget meeting either, so. I won't be able to make either one of those. We are traveling to Maine. We have to get a lobster, so.
okay, we've been warned.
Yes. And that's going to be my short report, and thank you, Robert. And we'll just wait till next month. Maybe it'll be just the same, all nice.
Board member Holland.
Yeah, I wanted to, again, shout out, it is so great to hear the student reports, Robert, I agree. And I just love, again, hearing, the positive things that are happening, everywhere from wrestling to cheer, last time hearing about all of the incredible, books that are being read in the Battle of the Books. That was just, I was reading through the minutes today, and I just was reminded that is just amazing, and the culture and, the support for the students. So really just want to shout that out, and also for the spaghetti fee, thank you for the tickets. We'll be there, and I've been promoting that across the board to people to come. So I'm excited about that because we had such a fun time last time. So that's for now. And looking forward to spring sports and to watch a lot of baseball and softball.
I want to remind everybody once again, spaghetti feed
The spaghetti
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't want to miss that.
I can't be in two places at once. Sorry. I'm behind because last month I could not be here for the meeting, and I just wanted to personally thank everybody again for the recognition. It's all, I dressed up with it, so I really appreciate it, and yeah, I'm glad I wasn't here, really, because then you didn't have to see me. It kind of moved me. So partly with being sad about not being here in person. So I take this very seriously, and I've got a couple of big projects going. Last week end of week, I was in Walla Walla, and they were trying to get me to stay longer, and I said no. I said I have to be here on the 19th. So I try my best to move mountains to do this, and then trying to get time to come see the school. Every time, it's like, hey, I got the day off. Oh, you do too. Dang it. So the stars will align. So thanks again. Thank you, everybody. Any last wishes? All right, go forth, get well, stay well, have a good week. Meeting adjourned.